Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. Thank you for tuning in with us. I'm Tanvi from Cyberblog India team and I will be the host for the evening. This is going to be our 12th and last Instagram live session as an up to 2022 conference titled Abuse and Harassment in Cyberspace Beyond the Perceived Notions of the Mainstream. The conference is on 23rd and 24th of April, that is this weekend. Please tune in with us on YouTube Live, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The conference seeks to initiate discussions on threats faced by the LGBTQIA plus community members on the internet, to facilitate sharing of niche stories and first-hand experience of community members, and to raise awareness about the challenges faced by the community while dealing with cybercrime incidents. To know more about the conference, I request you to follow our Instagram page or drop a text on a helpline number, which you can find on the page's contact details. For today's session, before we go forward, trigger warnings. 1, please be humane in chat box. 2nd, the conversation in live could be triggering. So if you feel that you're not interested or not ready for it yet, please stop the video right now. Post the session, we'll add some support groups. You can reach out to them. We also have support groups as a highlight on our Instagram page. You can reach out to them even then. If you need a legal aid or consultancy or content removal, you can drop a text to us on our helpline number given on the page. For today, we have Hiten Noonwal. Hiten, before we go any forward, do you want to tell what exactly are we doing today?
Hi, hello everyone. It's going really good, and I have been blocked on Instagram twice because of my content, because it's not like usual, guys. And I'm glad that because of whatever I face, like online trolling, on a lot of hate from online, Instagram, Facebook, and today we are talking about it, and with the cyberblog. So for me, it's a big thing that whatever I have faced or we faced as a community it has come to the conversation. So first of all, I would like to say thanks to Cyberblog India for talking about such issues, but it should not happen. Like, like everyone else, even we have the right to share our images, or we have the right to do whatever we want to do. Even if it's talking about, like, I do makeup being a boy, I think we can do anything that we want to. There should not be any restriction or hate. There should be understanding more than anything. And I think this today's live will help a lot of people understand that this is nothing. There is nothing wrong about the material. This is all about how you express yourself. This is all about how you understand, how you are aware, and how sensitized you are towards humanity. So this is more, this is beyond than the LGBTQ or the spectrum. This is for humanity.
Totally, Hiten. So Hiten will start his makeup right now, and he's going to transform into something beautiful as his soul represents him. So Hiten, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much. So today what I'm planning is mainly the transformation, and the colors that I'm using. It's multiple colors, but as makeup product, I'm going to use only the lipstick today. So I'm not using any other makeup material, and I will try to do a lot of art with this. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so yeah.
So usually whenever I do my makeup, I prefer instrumental music or a meditation music in the background. So that because makeup is therapy, makeup is a meditation for me. And also this is art catharsis. So in psychology, there is a term which is called art catharsis, where you express yourself, like you write poetry, you draw something, or you do anything, but you are expressing and you are healing with it. So even psychologists will ask you to express yourself in any which way. So this is my mental healing therapy for myself.
That's beautiful. So Hiten Noonwal is an Indian performance artist, design educator, cosplayer, and fashion designer, known for their avant-garde style. They have performed in more than 800 dance shows across the world and have conducted design and gender sensitization workshops. They specialize in oriental belly dance and perform to express themselves. Hiten identifies as a gender fluid person. Hailing from an orthodox family of a small town, Hiten has faced many difficulties in presenting their art without their family's consent or support. They have previously worked as a fashion designer at Ritu Kumar and assistant director designer at Raw Mango. They earned a master's in apparel and fashion design, National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, and is an LGBTQIA plus influencer. The documentary, Nothing But a Human, covers Noonwal's life.
It sounds really good because my journey, whatever I did not give up, and today it has become a story to talk about. So it sounds really good, and I'm glad that I did not give up and at any point. And
Okay.
about earning this degree, our master from NIT, it is a big thing for me actually, because I was a student who was every day was being humiliated at school, and I was the student who was to try to skip the school, to skip my buses and not go to school because the environment was very negative. And but still I could do my schooling, I could do my bachelor's, then I could do my master's. So I'm glad that I did not give up on education. Education is very important. Whoever you are, wherever you are, if you are educated, you are everything. So I would say education should be the main thing. And then you talk about what you want to talk about, and you start doing the change which you want to see in the world. As Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So I think the transformation that I am doing is not just that I like doing makeup. It is also the mode of sensitization that, anyone can do anything. Being a boy or girl doesn't matter. We can do makeup. We can do anything. We can wear clothes that are considered feminine. But I would say the only thing which is not meant for boys, men, that is the power of giving birth. Only a woman can do it. But other than that, I can use any material. I can wear blouse. I can wear earrings. I can do anything that I want to. And being a designer, actually, I'm also a design faculty. So I know the history of fashion. So, all these like lining or heels, makeup, wigs, make everything started with men. Men started it. Now in our today's generation, we see that no, man cannot do it. Why? If men started it, why can't a man still do it? So these are just material. It's like eating. It's like you can eat anything. There is in eating. There's no specific thing के लड़के ये खा सकते, लड़की ये नहीं खा सकती. We can eat anything. So why to put things in boxes like we have put people already? कि ये लड़का है तो ये करेगा, लड़की है तो ये करेगी. We can do anything that we want to. And like when I'm doing it, I don't feel anything कि इसमें कुछ ऐसी चीज तो मुझे नहीं करनी चाहिए. I'm still very comfortable, and I think I like to do it every day because actually I do it almost every day. There are things keep on happening, like my classes or maybe a seminar or something else. So I keep on wearing this, and also this is improving my techniques and the sense of image creation, sense of styling. And if it wasn't meant to be, then colleges like NID, NIFT, Ashoka University, and a lot of other colleges, I am in touch with more than 15 colleges. So they won't invite me to teach their students if this is unnatural or something that a man should not do. They invite me because they know that this is art, they understand it. So I think this live session will also tell a lot of people that this is art, this is expression, and anyone can do it because I also teach this at colleges. So I create everything by myself, my costume, accessories, headgears, and I just be who I am.
I think that's a very beautiful way of putting forward what drag is for you and how you express yourself in this
Yes.
world which has completely defined beauty to be a feminist thing. You are making it a human thing, which is the most important thing to be done. And you're looking so pretty.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that, my next question was, how did your journey on the internet began?
A journey of the
Internet.
internet. Okay. Long back, the internet I started with Orkut long back when I think I was in my bachelor's. Maybe I was in bachelor's actually. Then I started with Orkut. Later on, I started with Facebook. And by that time, I did not have a smartphone. I got my first smartphone in 2017. Then I thought, let's go do like make a profile on Instagram. Then I started Instagram, and I was a student who was like every week I was on image creation. Like I was creating my costumes, making my accessories in my college. So if everyone knew that Hiten will do it and Hiten will do a photo shoot every weekend. I was living at a 90 hostel. So I did a lot of works with collaboration with a lot of other people. So that is how it could improve or it could take the space for itself. Initially, I was more into paintings, but I thought let's explore this medium, photography or videography. So it started back then, but that time it was just my expression, how I feel. But now people see it as art. Even I did not know that this is art. I was just expressing however I'm feeling. It's like if somebody has said something and I felt good or bad or anything, I will express that into an image. I will create an image, about that emotion, about that about the situation or the experience. So this is how it started. Then people started noticing the work. They were like, nice artwork. And I was like, oh, this is artwork. And they were like, yes, this is artwork. You are creating art. But and some people will say, you are a performance artist because this is performance in the pictures. And I was like, I did not know all this. I was just expressing. Then my faculty, they are like, you should do exhibitions, start displaying your work, start approaching performance at these exhibition spaces. Then I started doing the exhibitions actually. I did not know that these works can go in exhibition. Like I was doing my self-portrait. Sometimes I was collaborating, but mostly it was self-portrait. I have one with me right now. I'll just show you. Wait. So this is one picture. This is okay, this artwork. This I did at my home only. And
That's
but
beautiful.
that time I did not know that this will go to an exhibition.
Okay.
This work and more of these. This was at American Center for Art in Delhi. So yeah, it was being displayed there, and there are more works. A few of my works are also traveling international in various countries. So yeah, initially I did not know, and later on I got approached by NIFT. They were like, "Hi, Hiten, can you come and teach our students?" And I was like, "I don't know if I can teach because I don't know. Because I in my like whatever happened with me during the school time, I was very introvert. I wasn't very open. I was seeing a lot of humiliation and disrespect. I wasn't sure that I can teach." But they are like, "No, you just have to tell them how you do your things." And I was like, okay, so this sounds good. And then I went to first college was NIFT Raebareli. I went there and I went as a character. And also why I did a character actually because I was looking for spaces for performance in Delhi after my college. But I did not get any space. And I was like, I need some space to perform. I did not get the space because I did not have any contact and also these drag shows or queer shows. What happens if you have contact? They will talk to you. They will have you for the performance. It's not easy actually, and we don't have much platform for queer people. So I thought if I'm not getting a platform myself, platform for myself. Then I thought, okay, let's use the classes. So what I did, I went to the classes as characters. I thought I will make my own platform. I will create my own space. Then I went to the class as a character. So whatever subject is given to me, I go with the subject. It's like if I have to teach history of costume, I will go as Cleopatra and then I will teach my students. And I sometimes I also perform in front of them. So they have, this live history. I feel, that okay, what have used to happen. And then I got also training in belly dance from Madras School of Dance. And now it's going good because when I did one college, they were like, oh, this is amazing. This is exclusive because no other teacher goes like this in class. They don't perform. They don't, tell them I'm not saying that I mean, I know teachers are really good in our colleges, all the colleges. I'm just saying because this was different. And then a lot of colleges started approaching me and they were like, okay, Hiten, let's have this subject now and then that subject. So now I have various subjects, like I teach fashion styling, history of costume, costume for performance art, fashion and fiction, draping and avant-garde, wearable art, and unconventional costume. I am teaching a lot of subjects today, and the credit goes to one of my senior friend from NIT. Her name is Tresha. She was the one who could notice this first. That yes, you can teach this. So I'm so thankful that I was surrounded with good people, and because of them, I could get the platforms. So this was my journey, to the art, self-expression, and to the teaching and becoming the characters.
So, as you mentioned before, there was a lot of trolling and hate speech happened when you opened up on Instagram. So, how did you deal with those things when you just first initially joined Instagram or were first facing this bright light and spotlight of being different and new? How did you
Yeah.
manage all that?
So when I got very first comment, I was like, oh my God, why did they comment it like this? They will say anything. He ladki hai, ladka hai, yeah, something else they will say. And I was like, oh my God, what to do? Then what I used to do, I used to delete that comment. Okay, let's delete it and get rid of. And later I thought, let's not delete it. Let people see what I go through, what I am going through. So what I do, I take a screenshot and I post it. And after that, what I did, I also started replying, not to every comment, to a few comments. So what I do, I reply them very nicely in a very peaceful manner. That I will say to my the haters that it's okay if commenting on my pictures is giving you peace, then go ahead, comment on more pictures. I used to say that as well. And I knew that I cannot sensitize them because if they were to, they could be sensitized already. So I just write a few things, that it's okay. I mean, we all are different, and I try to write very simple lines that that maybe not the haters, then maybe other people can get sensitized with. So I used to do that. But later, what I did last year, so in June last year, I got trolled. And June is Pride Month. June is Pride Month. So I was just appreciating myself, my body, how I am, you know. So like I do not have this finger. I lost it while in an accident. I lost it, but I accept my body the way I am, my eyes, hair, skin, everything. And but I got a lot of comments that, oh, look at this guy doing makeup, or ke baal lambi. I had long hair. He has long hair and this and that. Then I thought they are commenting on my images. So what I did in August, I came up with this challenge, 31-day image creation challenge. So for 31 days, I created 31 images every day. So this is how I took the online trolling. For like, I did not stop because of the trolling. I started creating 31 images, like image creation day one, image creation day two. I did like 31 days. And even today, not today, like now, when I got trolled again, I am coming up with one more 31-day image creation challenge. So this is how I'm taking it. I do not sit or I do not cry. I use this energy, for to express myself. I do not stop. I don't give up.
Very inspiring to see that how you've taken this forward to become your inspiration itself. But then when there are people out there who are closeted right now or trying to say enter the field of even drag, say, or even say just open themselves and their queerness online, they get scared to see the social media, the news, the trolling which happens. What do you have to say to them?
I would say everyone is going to die. So we don't have to give a lot of importance to them. You just do you, be happy. You just be yourself. All these people and whatever, but they will change with time. I mean, they will die, new people will come up. So do not waste your life. Just express yourself. And if you think you need somebody to talk to me. I will reply.
I think one thing which I really wanted to ask you, you being somebody who's cross-dressing, this term cross-dressing has been referred to by media as comical. There are
Yes,
shows on the OTT, on the TV, which you can see are trying to represent cross-dressing as something hilarious.
yes, yes.
How does it impact people like you, or maybe somebody who's trying to delve into the industry of cross-dressing also?
So when I was in my school, I remember my family, my cousins, they were all watching a film. So there a person came in, and that person was a dancer in the movie. And when he came in, my brother, he said, "कि देख, तेरे जैसा आ गया," in a fun way. He was like, he is like you, and it was humiliation for me. So this is how it is, and also the Bobby Darling, how Bobby Darling was represented. So it's like it's shame. It's very shameful, actually. So when you see somebody already being laughed on or being like a caricature, to laugh at, and when people look at them and when people look at me, they laugh that, oh, you just look like you. I also remember, other than the media, when these they come for the celebration, they visit the houses. Then also people sometimes they were like, they are your brothers sisters. So this is the humiliation. This is not, they don't say it in a respectful manner. They could say that we all are human, we all are brothers sisters. But why would they point me out because I'm different, I'm effeminate? So this similar thing happens when, something is being presented in a caricature way on the media. But now today, what is happening? We have more good examples, and also when I go to these platforms, like I have been invited to so many spaces as a guest of honor. So I feel good about that. That they are inviting somebody like me, because somebody if let's say if somebody is not sensitized enough, but when they see me as a guest of honor, or when they will see somebody else who is effeminate or who is square, they won't see them as something to laugh at. When they will see it, they will recall me, like mind mapping. Okay, oh, somebody like this was being called as the guest of honor. So this is how the representation should be, and this is happening. So I would say it's okay if in my during my time I've been through a lot, but now times are changing. And also these the colleges, DU, Delhi University, they have a special fest dedicated to Pride. So every college they have a Pride Fest. So what happens in that? They invite a lot of queer people from their own college. They give them space to explore. They come there, they perform with like poetries or music or songs or dance performances. So I'm so glad that this is happening in the similar time. And I thought it will take a lot of years, but change is coming. And I'm glad about it that, people have dedicated fest about it, like Pride Fest. So I'm so glad that change is coming, because if we will see more, these awareness festivals or awareness event, so nobody will make fun. They will accept.
I think one thing which I really liked about your answer was the change. And what I want to ask you now is that, do you think that the 2018 judgment on homosexuality decriminalization, which came out 377, the story before that, the story after that has changed a lot, the very perspective of
Yes,
society?
yes, it has changed a lot. Like before, people were not out. A very few people were out. Like I remember in my college, I was the only one who was out and proud. There were more people, but they won't come out. I was the only one. I was like, let me live. But now a lot of people say the same lines, let me live. They live it. And a few days back, I also posted one picture. It was a collage of 9 boys. And those pictures I clicked at NIFT Spectrum, NIFT New Delhi Festival. So why I posted that picture? Because these boys were very nicely dressed up. They were with long hair, they wear makeup actually, and accessories, and the tops, dresses. And I was like, wow, they are very fierce because they are traveling from their PGs or from their houses or from anywhere, from that place to college. They see a lot of our society. A lot of people can bully them, troll them. So they could still manage to come to the college like this, and they were roaming very freely. And I was like, hey, you look so beautiful. Can I click a picture of you? So I clicked a lot of pictures. There were a lot of boys. During my time, it was only me. But there I saw a lot of boys. Then I also posted that on my Instagram, that fierce boys, even after so much of negativity from the society, they still stand tall and proud. So this is the change which is happening today.
So glad to hear that. Um, I think one more thing I wanted to ask you was about a young person, say in their 18, 25 years of age, is now delving into the dating industry and the online dating through Bumble, through Tinder, and all the
Yeah.
other apps. Um,
Uh,
you think that the life for being a queer person on these online apps is very different from a hetero person, like the impact which can happen?
I think I have no experience of the hetero, but whatever I hear from people, I think the dating is similar, but I think it's easy for a boy to meet another boy, while I don't think it's easy for a girl to meet a boy, through online dating. Meet means go to their house, meet them. But a boy can meet easily because our society is like, हाँ लड़के हैं, no one cares. So I think this becomes easier for queer because they can go anywhere. They can also sleep over at the same, your friend's house. You can, I mean, you can go to the person's house. You sleep with them. No one cares because you're boys, boys, or girls, girls. So I think it is different from the hetero, but I would say the feeling would still be similar of a hetero person and of a queer person. How a hetero person looks at the dating or hookups, or how a queer person would look at the dating and hookups. It's all, I would say it's all similar, but I don't know, I'm just thinking, are we able to, believe in love still? I don't know, I mean, if but I think love is very different from hooking up or online dating. You meet or you date. I think but it's good because in India, a lot of queer people they are single, you know. But I would say for a single person, dating apps really helps because if you are single and in India, you cannot have a partner openly. You cannot marry yet. So I think it helps when because other than being somebody who people call stay away from this guy, he will touch you like that. Maybe dating app can help them find somebody who can they touch anywhere. I'm just saying that apps can actually help queer people because if they are single, they can go online, they can meet new people. We meet new people, like-minded people who are like them. So I will say it helps. But
Uh,
for just saying for the young person, I think 18 plus people should be there, but sometimes there are also people who are less than 18. I think there should be these specific, checks on the age and everything. So there's somebody who is less than 18, they do not come to the platform. But because this can also be mentally draining. You will see a lot of people, and you know what happens? They tell you are not good enough. So this is what happens in online dating. They will tell you are not good enough, you are not beautiful, or you are ugly, or you are dark, you are black, brown, or your height is less. This is what happens. So I would say young people, I don't know how would they manage, with all this negativity. And also, if we are talking about online dating, I would say people write this that feminine, stay away, CD, stay away, girlish, stay away. So this is how people write on their profiles. Like I am very feminine, or I have done the cross dressing. So people openly write it that feminine person or the girlish person or the CD, stay away. Sometimes people also abuse them in the description that feminine, stay away, I don't like them, or yeah, this and that. So I think this is happening. No, I won't blame these people who write it. I am blaming the patriarchy. Because of the patriarchy, you have to behave like a man, you have to be a man, dress up like a man. Because of the patriarchy, the minds of the people are not evolved, and they say feminine, stay away, girls, stay away, CD, stay away. This should not happen, because people who are very young, like 18, 19, if they are feminine, they would not feel good even being at a queer dating app. They would feel like, why am I like this? Because it's not about the other society, it is about the community that you are inside, and in the same spectrum you are in, and they tell you are not good enough. So what is the difference of being in the community and being out in the society? So I don't see it as a safe space. So I think this should not happen. There should be something where people do not write anything for anyone like that. Even like, even writing this, that chubby, stay away, or skinny, stay away. Why? If they want to stay away from that, they just say bye or not interested, other than writing it openly, because it feels really, really, really bad actually. So I would say there should be more, open discussion about the spectrum, because what we see today, we only see that, okay, boys and homosexuals. We don't talk about all the genders that we have. We still are inside the, okay, one is this, one is that, but there are more than 77 or 63. There are endless genders. We should also talk about that as well, so that people are more aware and everyone is respected and accepted.
Totally. But from there, I think one thing which I want to pick up is how catfishing, stalking, extortion of money, and blackmailing are some major problems which queer community faces through online dating or even online friends. You never know who they're talking to and how they'll
Yes.
end up when you meet them. And
Yes.
we, as a organization, have received so many cases on this line as well. How do you
Yes.
think such situations, such things can be managed by somebody who is queer? Like some tips on dating online or even making friends online.
I would say, do not be very open about sharing everything about yourself. If you, I think first you just talk to somebody very nicely. Maybe you also like to share your social media, like Instagram or Facebook. But people ask for Instagram mostly. But I think do not just be very close one with them unless you meet them. So first you talk to people, or maybe share your pictures or the social media. But I think don't try to see that they are your friends yet. Meet them, and then and I think meeting on public spaces, like public places, is better than meeting you directly to somebody's house. I would say if they don't feel the good intentions, or they don't get good intuitions, then just don't go. we have to be very, very careful at every step if we are meeting any stranger from any field, anywhere. I also do modeling. So even if I am doing modeling, going somewhere, even I would be very, careful where I'm going. So it's similar where if we are meeting strangers, we have to be careful. And on online, we hear a lot of incidents that this happened or that happened. So it's important to be very, very careful.
Absolutely. I think this is the one last question which I have is about OTT and how queer communities, stories, and love stories have come out in OTT. Say Netflix series and even digital series which have come out. Do you think this is causing a good impact on what could be changed, if anything?
I think for the main thing that I like is that they are trying to represent queer in a realistic manner. Because previously it wasn't real whatever was being showcased on media. But now, if I talk about four more shorts on Amazon Prime, or if I talk about Made in Heaven, or the Cobalt Blue, or things like that, then we see them as people. We do not see them as movie character or somebody to make fun of. Even other than Indian series, there are international series on Netflix, like a lot of series are there, like Sense8, or a lot of other series, like a Sex Education is there. And in any series you will see a queer person, or a two queer person, or somebody, and even Euphoria on, so I think it's really good that people are talking about it, and they are talking about characters as normal people. They do not hide themselves, even if we talk about Sabrina or any other series. So they just live like other characters. It's not that, oh, they are special in these series. No, they are like everyone else. So I think it's good, that people are being showcased like that, in a realistic manner. I know India is yet to, like Indian, like Bollywood is yet to showcase everything in a good way, but I'm glad the series are doing it better than the films.
Great. Do you have any last final message for the community, for people who are watching you, anybody?
Okay, hi, hey guys, I would say we are everything. I want to say that, as we know, butterfly theory. So what happens if a butterfly is spreading the wings? So anything with the world can change. There could be changes in the world. So if with every action we can change something in the world, so let's not stop the self-expression. Let's express and bring the good change.
Thank you so much, Hiten, for joining us. And we'll see you very soon in the panel on Saturday. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.